And welcome to ANB Bronze. I have no idea what series it's up to, but I'll be doing this one with a 0 medal account and completely free to play account as well, so no medals at all on the character. And if we look at the vault, you see there's been no purchases whatsoever. It's going to be the last ANB series for a while because of real life commitments, so we'll make the most of it as we can. Most of the play I'm going to have to cram into Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday next week, and then thereafter I'm going to be away till the end of September. So let us jump in and create a hero. Too many heroes, of course, because I have this ANB bronze character, although yes, I have to end that event to get rid of them, and there's nothing good on that character, so let's just get rid of that one. We're off to a great start there. Right, we'll play here. Now we can create our hero. We'll go with Mage, and we'll just call this one Bronze again. And create. Oh, we've got a female. Whoops. So going to be a bit weaker than normal at the start, but once we've got some champion levels behind us, we'll be up to normal attack speeds that you normally see me running around with, power and defensive capabilities. You see the attack speed is very slow at the moment. It's about 2.5 times slower than all my medalled characters. By the time we hit level 70, it'll be half an attack per second or a quarter of an attack per second slower. Let's get rid of them. And we'll run through here, we'll set that on its way, and we'll reach the end of the level. And I'm going to play this as I normally play my characters. Let's get out of there. It's a bit annoying that I jumped out before everything flew to us, but there wasn't too much going on. Alright, we have to read that, do we, just to stop that flashing at us. So let's do our normal expand inventory out, and we'll do whatever unlocks we can. Those are level 5 and a bit lower. I don't think we can unlock that, so we'll wait for those. We'll unlock all the companion slots. I'm going to get some healers. We'll have a couple of these. I think we only got one there. So, hire companion, there's the second one. You can come in here, inspect, just so it doesn't keep annoying us. And we'll collect Eileen later as the next companion. We want some upgrade slots, don't we? We'll do that one. Do I want the third? Given real life playtime constraints, probably. It's not like we've got a gem problem going on. And in terms of consumables, we'll have a 200% booster for levelling up. One each of the 50 gem crates, and I think that will be it for to there. So let's start upgrading these abilities. And we need to get a bit of gold on here, so we'll do 2 lots because I think I'll level up in trials just for speed. So I'm going to go away and wait for those abilities to hit level 3, and then when we come back I will have the gear, or we'll make the first set of gear and we'll take it from there. So see you again soon. And welcome back. So those abilities are finished going up to level 3. The reason I want Fireball at level 3 is that it has this area of effect splash damage. When it hits the main target, all the ones around it will also be damaged. I won't set those up for going any higher at this stage. You want to carry on with story and we'll get Frostbolt, Frost Nova and Endurance grabbed and get those going. We'll pick up this next quest. We need to craft the first experience farming set. We have our reduced costs for ANB. Weapons, so I normally go over sword with haste and experience, and just a normal tome with haste and experience. So this is where buying those 3 50 gem crates comes in. We're able to get the silver ornament and the cured leather to do that. And then we want cloth armour, just normal haste and experience across the board, with the exception of boots and pants, which will be movement speed and experience. So there's the pants. We'll change haste to movement speed, level 7 from that, that's not bad. There's the boots, 7 as well. A couple of good rolls. And some gloves with haste and experience. We'll have a regular cape with haste and experience, a regular bracer, haste experience, and a regular belt with haste and experience, and finally trinkets. Very useful ANB levelling up, Viola Wind Spirit and Fire Lily. We don't need Marker Titans to craft these at this level. Let's put in, it's not a lot, but we are lacking life on hit, and let's put in some extra gold. We don't have any essences here, and we don't have the mithril, but because we bought the one of each type of chest, we can convert some iron up into mithril. So that's that done, and those essences, well, we've got loads of those lesser essences, so we can convert those up into essences. So that gets us our Fire Lily, and might as well go with the same stats on a Viola the Wind Spirit, and we want this for this very impressive 15,000% weapon damage to all enemies around us when it triggers, which when you're levelling up a character in ANB events is very powerful indeed. So we'll have one of those. So that's our first set done. These we've gone with legendary for maximum damage and maximum output, and those 2 items we leave now we'll just use those all the way through to level 70 and a little bit beyond, until we've got materials and gold to craft something a bit better than those. Let's pop our experience booster. In terms of attack, we're up to 2.25 hits per second. Normally be around 3.5 to 3.75, so we're not as slow in attack now. Life on hit is 18, not a lot. Probably need some of that once we're around trial 6 as we level up. Overall experience gain 366. So we can continue on the story. Waiting for the character to reach level 10. Oh. Why is it telling me E? I don't want to use Maggie or any of those. Is it going to keep telling me to do that until I do it? Wow. We're level 4. Go down there, and we finish the level. Not a great deal of materials to fly in. Brave the ruins is done. Collect Marcus, he's going to give us some toughness as we go through trials, as we level up. We'll put drops that we can salvage down the bottom, drops that we're going to sell will stay up here. That'll go there. We can take endurance, we'll plonk that there. I won't start upgrading it until I've got these two at level, which we'll get once we're level 5. And that unlocks at level 5, doesn't it, in bronze, and so does that. So a bit higher in other events and regular play, but nice and low level stuff at the moment. So Marx's village, we'll take this quest just because it's a gem. Don't really need to collect those from there because there'll be enough of them up this end. And there we are, so we get Quack dealt with, and now we'll just go and collect Marcus. Marcus is going to improve our toughness as we go through. And we've hit level 6, so that's good. We can collect daily, which is some treasure, which I'm going to save for level 70. So because this is completely free to play, I don't have that available just yet. These are all going to cost gold to unlock, and each row is going to cost more as we go along. We'll take one of those for now, so we've got a fair bit of gold. I think that one then wants 2,000, but if we come here, that's 2,000 as well. Back of my mind, it's cheaper to not unlock everything in one tab, but to do a few rows in each tab will double check that. Maybe that's changed over the years. Get rid of them. That's a bit of gold. Here's Marcus. Onwards to Andera and mushroom stew. And mushroom stew. We've got quite a few of those. One of those is a daily quest from the main account. So although 1.8.x update means that you can't do the quest on one character and turn them in on another, I think if we do the quest on this character we still get the reward to this character. Not that it's going to give us that much gold. What was we doing? We were unlocking that ability slot. Drop Fireball into there for now. We're going to unlock that slot and drop in Frost Nova, and we are then going to upgrade these abilities. And I think, yeah, let's just run this level on these quests. That might get us up to 10, and then I may vanish to let some abilities update. So blow these up, collect programs. Hopefully that's enough to do the quest. No, one more. She's laying on the floor in front of us. Makes me think that perhaps I should have made some better weapons, but never mind. Frost Nova doesn't really do a great deal of damage. Until we are... oh. Okay, I forgot when you are... it seems to count each mushroom as double when you've got the quest a few times. So we don't need to collect 10, 5 was enough. That's an ancient bug. Are we level 10 already? That's good. Oh, we're through. Why does it say we're in combat? Who have you got in combat? Wow. Okay, that's wasting time. And yet we were able to collect that chest. So how did we end up in combat after that? There we are. Okay, so we've hit level 10, which means I can unlock this ability slot, and we'll put in Fleet-Footed. Reaching level 10 is a small treasure. We'll stick that away in our stash until we are level 70. A load of junk to sell. Stick that down there. Let's arrange this as we would normally have it. That looks good. I have 3 abilities that I can upgrade soon. There's Morgan. There's a ring. There's mushroom stew. I don't know if we got some gems or not for completing the daily. Might as well wear this. Bit of life regen. I'll make something proper at level 20. This gear can all be replaced. I won't bother showing all of that because actually we might as well just do it at once, just to show that I'm basically crafting exactly the same stats as we had originally. Is that a onwards to Andera? I don't know if we were about to get more experience. We were. Just in case it leveled us up. Nope. Okay, so let's craft our level 10 gear. Haste and experience. Haste and experience, and then armour, just normal. Movement speed for the pants and boots. And on to gloves, back to haste. Then we want our normal cape, our normal bracer, and a normal belt. And that is all that gear done. So I'm going to vanish. I'm going to probably upgrade these to level 3 and then upgrade the other 3 abilities that we've got to level 3 as well. So we'll meet back up when all that's done and then we can jump into trials. I'm just wondering where our attack is up to. 3.2, so it's going to keep climbing. It'll end up somewhere around 4-ish by the time we're 70. So see you again shortly. And welcome back. So on the abilities front, everything's up to level 3 that I was upgrading. I've put Frostbolt, Fireball and Endurance up to level 4 as well. I'm not upgrading any further at the moment. We're about to unlock a few abilities that we will be using and passives, so we'll keep those slots free for those to upgrade. So at this stage we've reached level 10. Level 10 means that trolls are unlocked, and troll 1 is level 10 enemies. So that is where we are going to go. I think this is a cave, if memory serves me correctly. So there's no getting away from it. These should all be one-hit kills, so we should get through relatively quickly. Won't be great experience at this stage. It's as we start fighting higher level enemies for where we are that levels will start racing along. Those are going to help a bit. We're really that short of enemies that we're going to have to go hunt some out. Let's slightly annoying to slow us down a bit. Miss some elites down here. And goodbye, Magroth. So that got us to level 15. We get some resource crates to replenish some of our supplies that we've been using for crafting. More importantly, that has unlocked Arc Lightning, Time Warp, Blizzard and Celerity, and we can unlock our third utility slot, which I am going to drop Blizzard into, and let's start upgrading some abilities. So I'm taking Blizzard because it's going to do a nice amount of weapon damage. I'm not going to wait for those to upgrade before continuing. We're level 15, do I want to craft better weapons? Let's see how they go at Troll 2. So we're now up against level 20 enemies. We're level 15, so our experience gain is going to start looking much better. Perhaps I would have been better off with new weapons. Well, I don't know. Regular enemies are one hit. Having those healers is helping recover our health. It's a big donut map. We're probably going to need to clear around the edges a bit as well. I'll just drop a blizzard on them, not worry about the rest of them. A bit better. You can see that we're rather squishy without all the medals. Dungeon keys and medium treasure and level 22, so that's good. That's new gear to craft. Put the treasure in there, we'll put dungeon keys up there. And what do we unlock ability wise? We've got glass cannon, don't really want to use that until we've levelled that up a bit because it's a significant reduction in armour and we're squishy enough as it is. In ANB bronze this unlocks at level 20, so we can unlock that now. I think in silver, gold and outside of bronze that's 52 or 55, somewhere around there. This slot would be 51 normally. So off camera I'm just going to recraft all this gear with exactly the same stats. I'll make some jewellery and we'll take a look at that once that's done, and I'm going to upgrade some abilities. I'm going to take Celerity because it's going to give us a bit of attack speed as we go along, which might help. It might not. See you again soon. And welcome back. So we have new gear, haste and experience on most pieces, as we have had throughout, then movement speed and experience on boots and pants. On the necklace, vitality and experience, bit of toughness in there, and the two rings are life on hit and experience. So we've got some recovery when we're attacking, so if we take a hit we're not reliant on these healers giving us some health back. So I've done this with just Marcus before on a 0 medal character, and you do need some life on hit as you go through. So we are level 22, we've got Troll 3 unlocked, which are level 30 enemies, so they might hit a bit harder, but we'll get good experience from this. Bunch of elites to start with, handy. Wow, that does lag out as you get those level ups come through. We should level up nice and quickly through these trials. I should have mentioned that I've set Fireball, Frostbolt and Endurance on their way to level 5. I just saw a 10-minute book of learning, I think, drop over there. We'll switch to the harder hitting Frostbolt for that album fight. So that got us all the way to level 31. So we get some more crafting materials and some treasure. It was indeed a 10-minute book of learning. I have no need for that at the moment, so I'll throw that up there. Regalia helm, handy, but we're not going to use it. And we'll open these. And I will throw the treasure in there, save these for level 70 so we'll get crafting materials when we salvage it all. So that gear that I just crafted we can replace, with the exception of the jewellery. I didn't want to do too much crafting on camera because it's a bit tedious, but we'll be speeding through these levels as we go. Frostbeam is unlocked, so I'm going to put Blizzard into slot 2 and Frostbeam where I like it in slot 3. Frostbeam's going to be handy just to burn down the boss as we level up. Frost Nova is more useful once we're using the Grand Magister's command weapon set. As you can see, I've got these abilities on their way to level 5. I'm not going to be levelling up any of these other useful for later in the event abilities, but I think what we've got here will be good enough to get through to 70. So we can sell off all of this ephemeral stuff. We should have plenty of materials. And we can craft a new set again. Just taste experience. If you are really struggling with toughness, you could make a shield rather than a tome. Cloth armour, just normal. Shoulders, down to pants, movement speed, and boots, and gloves with haste, and our cape, our bracer, and a belt. And that's the gear done again. So on we go. Did we unlock any abilities? Yes. We've already dealt with that. Store. Let's have a look. Elvendale's one off. That's probably expired for most of you watching this. I just haven't used the account since the 1.8 dot whatever dropped. They continue to put pointless things in for gems. I'm going to take this because that is normally 99 gems per pack. So we will get 3 of those for 150. One of the more useful things. As you can see how quickly we're getting through gear, one run and it's craft new stuff, so they want to charge real money for stuff that you're going to use for a minute or two and that's it. So this level 10 stuff is just... so they now put them in reverse order, so the higher level stuff. It's all rather strange. Level 10, level 6, level 10, 15. Again, that's a waste of gems because that you're not really going to use. Ugh, it's just horrible, horrible, horrible. Shall I open these? We might get something useful to slot like that, which is going to give us some toughness. And another one, that's nice. And some armour. So I am going to use those toughness boosting things. And the rest of it can wait. So we'll throw into here and that and that. I don't think we need to worry about some of these other slots because we'll be replacing the gear quite quickly. That slot there though, we could make use of that. I'll fuse all of them, fuse all of them, and fuse all of them, and we get a nice piece of armour to drop in. So that's going to boost our toughness. And we can run on to Troll 4. We're up against level 40 enemies here. With our level 31 character. Not thinking too much about how I play this, just do it. Didn't want to frostbeam that, never mind. Because I'd rather have had frostbeam available for Garm. But we got through nice and quickly. And we've hit level 41. So again, new gear required. I shall craft that off camera and I'm going to restart the game because we seem to have some horrible lag issues going on. 200% booster and some currency and one of those to open when we're 70. So I will replace this gear. I'll have a think about the jewellery. I normally recraft that at level 40. So if I change that then I will show you, but see you again shortly with new gear. And welcome back. So again, haste experience across all this normal gear, movement speed experience, boots and pants, ring, one necklace is upgraded, experience vitality, and one ring, experience life on hit, and I'm leaving the other one as a level 22 because it was chewing up gold like there's no tomorrow. And we've got 2 more sets of armour to craft and possibly 3 sets of weaponry, so I want to make sure that I have enough gold left over for that. Why does this feel a bit laggy? That's not good. I am going to restart the game. And that feels and looks a lot better, so let's carry on. So Troll 5 is level 50 enemies. And what are we? Level 41. Let's drop Blizzard on them because that's going to annihilate them nice and easily. Let's round up a decent amount and let Vial of the Wind Spirit do its thing there. We're close to Vial of the Wind Spirit again, so we'll group this lot up if we can. And we're almost there. One more group. And goodbye Kara. And that's got us to level 50, which is unsurprisingly new gear yet again. So I will craft the armour off camera and then we'll meet back up. It's going to be exactly the same stats as we have across the board on those. Another 10-minute book of learning, that's handy. Of absolutely no use to us at the moment because I have the longer hour-and-a-half upgrade running. And thank for opening and salvaging once we're level 70. So strip the gear and I will see you again once the new stuff is crafted. And welcome back. In terms of the store, the only useful one worth getting at this stage is the experience and currency boosters at 400 gems, because the 2 currency boosters alone are worth 400 gems, so it's 2 free currency boosters. So I'm grabbing those and wait for this to play through its pointless animation. Other things in the store to avoid, like the plague, would be something like these. They're charging money for something that's going to last you, if you're playing like me, less than a minute. So you're getting 0 benefit whatsoever from that. And even if you're not running with a currency booster, they're only going to last a few minutes for you before they are worthless and you'll just have buyer's remorse. So again, it's just these same stats. I don't think I'm going to replace the jewellery at all. We have a crisis on the gold situation from that last jewellery crafting session. I'm only going to go as far as trial 8 and then stop at that point. Hopefully with the life on hit that I've got, we don't need to worry too much about being hit. I know that last time I did this with a 0 medalled character, once we hit trial 6 things started going badly for us. But that looks better. There's going to be nothing else down that way. A bit of a waste of time running down there. We're nearly done, aren't we, here? And we're level 55, so we get to keep our gear for a couple of trials. None of those have got stats that we want, so we'll just drag them down here. We have unlocked Death from Above. We've got Intense Training, not going to use that. It's just a couple more abilities to unlock. And a free 100% current experience booster. I don't think anything worthwhile just drops into the store unless that has... So those are not bad stats for a Fire Lily build. If that had been Frostbeam, it wouldn't be 978, it would be below 500, but that might have been worth getting, but no. Trial 7, so these are level 70 enemies. This is where I probably could have done with upgrading the weapons, but we can make use of our healers and blizzard and all sorts of things. So we are going to be over a minute with this run, but it doesn't matter. Speed to 70 isn't so much of a issue, more what you do after you're 70. Hopefully that's enough to drag out this dragon. Probably didn't want to let it get me that much on fire. So level 60, this is the last set of armour that we'll be crafting. Life regen, extra gold armour, nothing of any use. That's already lagging as we drag it around. So all the abilities are unlocked, but I'm not upgrading any of those for this levelling up process. I think we're done with the store now. I don't think anything else will be dropping in. So what am I doing? I'm restarting the game yet again because for whatever reason it doesn't like me moving stuff around. It just starts lagging. So I shall be back with new crafted armour and weapons, and then we'll probably have 3 or 4 runs at Trial 8 to reach level 70, so I'll be back shortly. And welcome back. So we had just enough gold to craft the last set of armour. We might end up with enough gold to craft some weapons as we go through. It's going to be a few runs before we hit level 70. Again, it's haste and experience on just regular gear, and then movement, speed and experience down on those. Still got the level 22 ring with experience life on hit, level 41 experience life on hit, and a level 41 necklace experience and vitality. In terms of stats, 3.75 hits per second, medalled account has 4, so virtually no difference there. The vitality, we are a lot lower, but it's more than enough for where we are. Life on hit, I have somewhere around 380 base with medals, so those 2 rings have made up for it. Experience, we're losing a little bit through having under-leveled rings and necklaces, but it's not really slowed us down too much. It's just at this point where we might notice it, so we're going to stick around with Trial 8, not going to go beyond there. I am going to use a currency booster, because once you've passed Trial 7 we'll get gemstones and things dropping out of these boss kills. So even though we're not running extra gold, we'll still get some gemstones, which will be handy for our experience farming jewellery, which we'll be crafting next week. Next week being that it's Friday when I'm recording this. Oh, wrong ability, never mind. Because I'm too used to hitting skill 3. Should have been paying more attention to this for the Vial of Wind Spirit. Let's get them in and blow them up. It's a bit of a slow run. Mostly down to me messing about. Seriously, that few enemies on the map? It would have been nice. I am going to get out because it would be a waste of time trying to track down the rest of the enemies. We're just after experience at the moment, but I did put the currency booster to waste. As we get no boss equals no gemstones. Let's pull in as many as we can. We pull some from up the side channel as well. Oh, we level 65 off that last run that we didn't complete. That's interesting. Let's round up a whole load of these, ready for Vial of the Wind Spirit. Very annoying that once again a lack of enemies, but there is Elban and we can kill him. Nice gemstone explosion. And we're up to 66. We'll open those. Experience haste, deflect rating. Would be useful. I'm not going to spend gems to unlock it, am I? 8 gems? No. No, I'll put that up there because we could make use of that for a short while. Once it's available to use. We'll stick with trial 8. You don't want to go any higher than here. If I go any higher, I'm just wasting time on slow runs, so we'll try and make efficient use of the time. Alright, Vial of the Wind Spirit is ready to go, so we'll group this lot up and there it goes. wasted one there, wasn't paying too much attention. Where are we? Level 68, that's nice. And once again, not enough enemies. So let's get out. It will let us use that. It's going to be much better damage. Haste experience and 187. 39. Yeah. So our final, hopefully, run to hit level 70. And we're back to blowing things up quite quickly. And we're on a donut map, are we? It's somewhat frustrating that I'm right clicking and getting the first attack, frostbolt, rather than fireball coming through. And there we are. So level 70 achieved. 17 minutes. I'll take that. We'll keep hold of that ephemeral custom cube. We'll make use of that when we start working on experience farming first set. Once we've got a few of those, gold has recovered a little bit. I can salvage all these drops. Have no marker titans, that's not a problem. We can now open all these chests. That's going to give us more crafting materials, particularly if we're getting some epics out of them. Here we go. Any useful stats on them? The answer is no. And the last one. Nope. So we'll get no marker titans from these either. Doesn't matter. It does give us some crafting materials, some essences at least. And a few greater essences, which is handy. So there are those. Where are we at the moment? So it's Friday the 11th. This video should be uploaded either the 12th or 13th. I will be cooking abilities over the weekend. I won't be playing a character at all. I want to get Frostbeam, maybe Death from Above, or Power Infusion and Arc Lightning up and on their way. So those are the ones that I will focus on. Monday and Tuesday next week I'm definitely not going to be doing anything. I know now already that I won't have any free time, so 16th is when I shall start work on experience farming and gold farming, since we can't exactly get gold over to the character the way that I used to, which would be to run the daily quests on the main account and then turn them in on this character. They've closed that loophole, but that doesn't matter. We'll just do a short experience. We'll carry on experience farming till that runs down. We'll still have some gold booster running at that stage, so we can run through to Severed Mountain and just do a mini gold farm there for 10 minutes, which will get us more than enough gold to make us start on the sort of epic gear that we're going to start off with. I'm waffling. If you've got any questions or comments, feel free to put them down below, and as always, thank you very much for watching.